everybody, this is Tambioda coming at you with another third-party Transformers video review. This time I have TFC Toys Uranos AV-8B Harrier 2, also known in the GU1 world as Aerobot Slingshot. Alright, and quickly taking a look at the box, we can see Harrier 2 in his robot mode through the window with a picture, with a drawn picture of him on the side. And we have the full-bodied picture that's on the side right here. Then on the back we have the three forms of him: robot, jet, and limb. Then on the side we have a frame wire picture of him. And you can't really see it, but there's another picture of him in his jet mode. It's a frame wire also on the top, and then on the bottom just have some warnings, and you can kind of see him right here in his framework jet mode. Alright, let's go ahead and get this guy open and check him out. Alright, and here we have Harrier 2 out of the box and in his jet mode. As you can see, he's a very white jet, and I have a very white background. I kind of messed a little bit with the exposure to try to get it a little bit easier to see. I don't have any gray backgrounds or anything like that, so in the box he does come with a couple of extra things. He comes with his little bio card, with, actually it's really a tech spec card. It doesn't have a bio or anything like that, it just has his tech specs. And then it also comes with this poster, and then also his instructions. On the front you got his regular instructions, you know, Harrier mode to robot, and then on the back you have his limb mode instructions. And since he does make the arm, he does come with a hand. Then inside the box he does, it's taped in, I didn't want to untape it, but he comes with extra bits that fill in some screw holes. So taking a look at the jet, you can see we have some identifying numbers right here. I'm not really sure what these mean, but the one on his tail is, you know, it's 35 HOT, which would stand for H shot, which his G1 name is Slingshot, so it's kind of a homage to his original character. And just looking at the robot, just looking at the jet, you can see where two of those little spots where those little extra pieces would go into to cover his screw holes, and then the other two are going to go in here, right here and right here. So his jet mode is very nice, very reminiscent of, or looks very much like a real Harrier. Feels very solid, everything like that. Really enjoy the way it looks. His cockpit opens up, and landing gears do fold up. He does have landing gears on the knees for some reason. I don't think on, I could be wrong, but I don't think on the regular jet he has extra landing gear in this area. I think it's just the ones that are on the wings and the one at the nose cone. But his missile pods do detach. You know, those will become his weapons. You can kind of see some stuff underneath here, but other than that, it's very nice. So I guess we'll go ahead and get down to it and get into the transformation. So first what we want to do is we're going to pop the wings right here. It pegs into the body right here. I don't know if you can see it. It's right there. So what you're going to do is grab this portion right here of the wing and pull up a little bit of force, and you can see that that went into there. And then we'll just go ahead and pull this wing off, and it taps into there. So pull that off, set that off to the side, and we'll go ahead and do that. Same thing with the other wing. Pull that up, and see that tab went into there, and then we'll just untab it from here. Set that off to the side. Alright, next we'll go ahead and unfold out the arms. And this guy is very reminiscent. He transforms almost the exact same way as the F4 Phantom. So you'll notice that his arms and his legs, the way all this stuff folds up is almost exactly the same as F4 Phantom. It's just a little bit different in the body to make the jet look a little different. So we're going to untab this right here. That tabs into right there, so we'll go ahead and lift that up and untab that right there. And then the intakes are going to turn into the shoulder, so we'll take that down like that. Take that one down, and then we're going to take this and fold it up onto that part of the arm, and then flip out the fist. And do that for the other side. And then next what we're going to do is take the cockpit section, and it's going to collapse. It's going to come undone from here, and then take it and just pull it back like that. There's a hinge right here that allows you to just kind of go like that. It took the head with it, so I'm just putting the head back to where it's supposed to go. And then with the tail fins, it's a little bit more trickier. It is way tight. The first time I put it on, just like with Phantom, it was kind of scary. So what you want to do is just take this portion and you just want to bend it up. And it bends up, the hinge is right here, and it's just gonna kind of go like that and then pop out. It's very tight, but you know that keeps it sturdy and keeps it from flopping around. Alright, so that's gonna go up like that, and you're gonna pull this up, and it's gonna go like fold right here, and then there's another hinge right here, and then so when you unfold this, it's gonna go an accordion in like that, so the top will stay on the top. It's not going to flip around. And then this folds in like that, and then you can then plug in the tail fins into the cockpit, so like that. And then next, what we want to do is take the back part of the fuselage, and that's going to extend out and create legs. These are kind of tight, so the easiest way to do this is to actually split the legs so that you can then extend them individually. So you just want to kind of grab up here on the body, grab the leg, and then just pull with a little bit of force. And then do the same with the other. There we go. And you'll be able to tell when it's all the way extended because you can see this gray bit right here. So it's all the way extended, and then what you want to do is we'll take this black section. This will become the feet. It's going to flip like that, or flip it up like that, and then it's on a ball joint, so you can just rotate it around and then just make it even with this section right here. This right here, flip that up, then rotate it around and make that even again right there. And that's a little, I might have to tighten that screw up just a little bit to keep that gap closed a little bit. Alright, and the next we'll go ahead and do is take the head, rotate that around, and get a little close up on him so you can see the head. Alright. And the next what we're going to do is, since there's no like real heel support, there's a little bit of heel support, but he has some back, he's a little back heavy. I'm just going to go ahead and put him down like that and get his wings, and his wings will kind of support him a little bit better whenever he's in robot mode, just the way that they go on the legs. So you're going to take this landing gear, flip it up, rotate it like that, and let me remember which side this goes on. So you're going to flip it like that, and then you'll take this portion right here, which was where the weapon tabbed in at, and it's going to tab in onto the leg right here. So, and as you can see, then that creates a little bit of a bit of a back heel. My wings are a little loose right here, so they do kind of flop around. gotta try to figure out a way to maybe tighten that up or something. I don't think there's a rod going through there, but I'll have to look at it later. And then for the other side, take the weapon off, take and flip up the landing gear and push it into the corner like that, rotate the tip of the wing, and then take and tab this part into this part. And alright, and then with the weapons, what you can do is you can either tab them into his fists. He can either hold them onto his fists like this, and you can do over under kind of thing, or you can have them dual wielding. I myself like to tab them into his forearms. I can then kind of pretend like they're some other kind of awesome weapon and just not missiles or whatever the heck he is holding as some kind of gun. And then for his articulation, we'll get a quick 360 degrees of him. He does have a little bit of a backpack with the cockpit and his tail fins right here, but if you guys are familiar with the G1 figures, they had the same thing, so you know, I'm okay with that. It doesn't bother me. And see how that's real loose on mine, so I may try to figure out how to alleviate that at some point, but right now I'm still okay with it. So for his movement, he has a ball joint on the head, you know, so you can get all kinds of movement there. He has a joint up here that allows him to move the shoulder portion up and down. And then he also has a joint right here that allows him to move his arm up and down. Then there's a shoulder joint that you can move forward and back. And his elbow joint will get about 90 degrees. His hand is, you can do that kind of bit, but that's mainly for his transformation, and there's no rotation on the fists. He does have a waist swivel down here that's on a ratchet, and his hips have two joints, one that allows him to move it forward and back, which is on a ratchet, and then one that's right here, you can see, that allows him to move out like that. And then his knee joint allows him to go about 90. You know, this stuff is in the way. It's a little less than 90 degrees, but it's still pretty good. And then his foot is on kind of a hinge and a ball joint, so you can get some different kind of movement out of that, depending on what kind of stance you want to put him in. He has a feature just like the F-15 that you can flip these down, and they don't really look like missile pods, but I guess they can be. Just something a little extra. So, but that'll go ahead and conclude my video review of the TFC Toys Uranos AV-8B Harrier 2. Until next time, this has been Tambioda.